and welcome to Hebrew Bible Verse a Day. And we are now on Bereshit, Genesis chapter 2, verse 23. I think we're on about day 50. And what I'm going to do is I will read the verse and then go over it a bit slower, do the English. And as of yesterday, we've actually started laning it as well. So that's pretty exciting. So, before I forget, please hit on that subscribe button, or hit on that like button, or make a comment. Please do one of those three so that I know that in some way I'm doing the right thing and you appreciate this video. So that'd be really, really great. Vayomer ha'adam, zot ha'pa'am, etzem me'atzamai, uvasa mibasari, lezot yikare isha ki me'ish lekacha zot. And what does this mean? And man said, this time it is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. This one shall be called Isha, woman, because this one was taken from Ish, which means man. So let's just have a idea of what the individual words mean. Vayomer ha'adam, so the man said, and as we said about yesterday, ha'adam is both the man and Adam is his current name. Zot ha'pa'am, so this time, etzem ma'atzamai uvasar mibasari. It says the bone is from my bone and the flesh is of or from my flesh. Lezot yikare isha, I'm going to say to her, or her will be called Isha. Ki me'ish lekacha zot, because from man, she was taken. So let me just explain what the context is, because I think it's a bit difficult from this verse to understand the exact context. Basically, God has taken the rib of Adam and made woman, and what Adam is saying here is that she is from my flesh, she's from my bones, and we'll call her Isha. Why are we calling her Isha? Because she's taken from a man. Now, the Hebrew word for man is Ish, and the Hebrew word for woman is Isha. So he's actually saying that we're taking Isha, we're calling her Isha because she is from Ish. Now, interestingly, Isha, the last letter is Hey, and that's the difference between Ish and Isha, which makes it feminine. But not only that, the Hey is actually the name of God as well. So it's kind of like Ish with God. The other interesting thing is it says Vayomer ha'adam zot ha'pa'am. So this time, so man says, this time we're going to do this. So why is he saying this time we're going to do this? It implies that there are or there were other times. And the story behind this is that man actually tried to see whether his, main companion could be one of the other species, one of the other animals, and it just didn't work. And that's really what he's saying here, is that this time, because it's flesh from my flesh and bones from my bones, it's going to work, and she's from me. And that's what the difference is this time. Let's read the Hebrew again. Vayomer, and he said, or Vayomer ha'adam, and the man said, Zot ha'pa'am. So Zot ha'pa'am. If you look under ha'pa'am, you'll see that there's 3 lines. A line is an sound, and there's a line under the hey, a line under the pei, and a line under the ayin. So it's ha'pa'am with a mem, a final mem at the end. And then you got etzem, which is like a carcass or bones. Etzem, there's 3 dots under the ayin, 3 dots under the tzadi, so etzem. And then me'atzamai. So from is the mem at the beginning. My at the end actually means mine. So it's bone from my bone. Etzem ma'atzamai. Uvasar mibusari. So meat from my meat. Me is from, basari or busari as it is here. The e is of mine. Me is one way to remember it. Basar in modern Hebrew is meat. So you can see meat from my meat, flesh of my flesh. Lezot, so it's saying to her or to that in feminine form, and we can see lezot has 4 letters, an under the lamed, le, and then it's got a top dot on the zayin, which makes o, and then the rest of the letters just fit in with the zayin, so it's lezot. And then we've got yikareh, yud, kuf, resh, and aleph. There's 1 dot under the yud, an I. There's a T under the kuf, which is a. There's an under the resh, which is and then a silent aleph. So it's yikareh. And then we have isha. I mentioned before, isha is a lady as opposed to ish, which is a man. So it's aleph with an 1 dot, a shin with a T, so sha, isha. Lezot yikareh isha. So to her or that will be called isha, woman. We've got a kaf and a yud with a dot underneath the kaf, and the yud strengthens the e, so it's ki. And then mem with an so it's me. Aleph with an 1 dot underneath, so it's me ish, because it's shin at the end. And then you need to look very carefully at this actually. We've got a lamed with, it's actually diagonal dots. I made a mistake here. So it's lu kacha zot. Ki me'ish lu kacha zot. So we say lezot yikareh isha ki me'ish lu kacha zot. So we're going to call the woman isha, because from a man, from ish, she was taken. Okay, we're going to finish off in a second, like we started yesterday as well. I'm actually going to lane this as well. Vayomer ha'adam zot hapam etzem me'atzamai uvasa mibasari lezot yikareh isha ki me'ish lucha zot. And that's going to be it for today. If you can do me a big favor, one of three things, or two or three things, or even three of these things would be even better. Please do leave a comment below. Please give me a like. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Now, why do I ask you this? A very simple reason. I ask you this because it means that my video will reach more people. YouTube sees these kind of signals, and if you like a video, it means that more people should see it, and I'd love it to get this out there for everybody to see. So if you could like, comment, or subscribe to our channel, that would be really great, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us.